Shadow of Kerensky, the first game update and hotfix preview, just dropped on the Mechwarrior 5 Mercs website. I'm TTB, you guys know me from all the crazy builds from Mechwarrior 5 clans and Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. Let's go through the planned update together and we'll talk about what is being fixed right now. The team has been watching your content, reading your posts and taking notes. We're keeping a close eye on the feedback, including AI weapon usage behavior. Long story short, Mechwarrior 5 AI is the Mechwarrior 5 AI. As we plan future updates, note here future updates, plural, so that is a good thing to hear. In the short term, our first hotfix is now in quality assurance and we want to share a preview of what's coming. This is good, right? This is good. This is 2 days after the launch of the new DLC, already talking about stuff that's gonna get hotfixed. Good, proactive, I like that. Full patch notes to cover the additional fixes and changes that shipped with the DLC, notes below. Japanese language support is also on the way in an upcoming patch. Nani? Daishi yo! Okay, moving on. Hotfix 1, next week. All platforms. Fix an issue in co-op where clients were unable to edit their mechs. This is a really important fix because that will allow you to have more fun playing co-op. You don't have to build the mechs for your mates anymore, they can build them themselves, that's nice. Fix an issue on the lock and load mission where units could wander out of bounds, okay. In the cinematics, this is what I quote unquote found in my review video. The warship lettering in the first cinematic is now fixed, it's now CWS instead of CSJ because the warship basically was the Kerensky, but the CSJ emblem says clans, basically means Clan Smoke Jaguar. But the emblem used was the Clan Wolf emblem, right? Fix the mech animation issue in the opening cinematic, okay. Mech fixes, the Loki aka the Hellbringer, the orientation of the Gauss weapons has been corrected, Gladiator aka Executioner Bravo and Bravo. Orientation of energy weapons has been corrected. That's something I need to check, I didn't see anything wrong there, but okay. By the way, don't sleep on the Executioner Bravo dash Bravo or the Executioner Bravo dash something variants. These are extremely strong because they are using a smaller engine and no mask assisted movement for having the ability to carry way more weapons. So the Executioner B dash something are really good. Then, game update and bug fixes. The free base game got the following: new character models for the main cast, new improved models and portraits, nice. The holotable animations were updated to use the new character models, so it's not going to look like sad stick figures anymore, it's now going to be more detailed sad stick figures. Pilot traits. Pilots for hire and various reward pilots may now come with pilot traits with a variety of bonuses. Newly generated pilots can have 0 to 4 traits, they can also have a legendary trait. The amount of traits is random, but influenced by mercenary reputation level and the level of pilot being rolled. High-end pilots, while at max reputation, have a chance at 4 traits, for example. Lower-level pilots might also spawn with negative traits, but those traits also make the pilot cheaper to hire and have lower upkeep costs. Star map info. The star map tooltips for missions now show additional information on the contracts. This is basically incorporating star map mouse over, the mod that people were using in the olden days of Mechwarrior 5 Mercs, so that is nice to have. Market improvements. Market markups are now tallied and displayed, which is nice. Now you know exactly like how much markup you're paying. And various bug fixes with rare weapons not showing up in the market correctly, plus improved how lost tech is added to the market, increasing frequency later in the timeline and eventually showing up as regular items once past their reintroduction date. Nice. Improved travel strain. The jump ship animation has been removed for routine travel. That is important because that basically makes the remove jump ship animation mod useless. Good. Travel screen time has been reduced. Now ending as the loading tasks are completed, and the jump ship model has been updated to the new nice one that has the solar sails going up, which looks gorgeous. That was a nice improvement. Nothing big on the game, but just a nice immersion improvement. Then 4 other bug fixes and improvements in co-op. Fixed the bug where the host was unable to take over an AI mech in co-op if their mech was destroyed. Good, that's important. UI and UX, the arena and rival intel level logos have been updated. Colors of various star map icons have been made more readable. Color-coded mech names in various UI screens have been changed to better highlight hero and special mechs. Nice. Yellow is a hero mech, blue is a special mech, such as the Otomo variants for the Dragon's Gambit. Very beautiful mechs, by the way. And they added a hazard stripe effect to the cooldown bar to distinguish between a weapon on cooldown that cannot be fired and one that can. So, hazard stripe, for example, would be on a PPC, whereas you would have a normal cooldown bar on an ultra autocannon because you could theoretically fire that unless it jams. Weapon adjustments. PPCX heat has been increased to be on par with the regular PPC. That makes PPCX a little bit worse than it used to be, but it's still going to be insanely powerful at close range. Here PPC heat has been lowered by 1. Lowered quirk values being applied to tier 5 ultra autocannon burst fire to be more in line with the other tier 5 weapons. Fixed incorrect tags. By the way, all the clan weapons are tier 6. It only has like 1 pip out of the 5 pips shown, but it's actually tier 6. It's a 1 pip but orange, not white. So keep that in mind. So that is always a clan weapon. Fixed incorrect tags on burst fire rifles that was causing an issue with how rifles were spawning as rare market items. Okay. Several tiers of streak SRM2s were fixed to use the correct base stats now. The spread value on SRM Artemis missiles was fixed now. That was resulting in a similar spread to normal SRMs, which is what I have been saying for years. Artemis doesn't do anything. Here is the proof. It's fixed. Nice. Okay, good. Love it. Adjusted salvage share values. I'm just honking on that one a little bit because people have been telling me, oh no, you TTP, you don't understand, blah 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 blah. Yeah, turns out I do. Adjusted salvage share values of a variety of weapons to be more consistent with CBL value. Okay, then for Solaris Showdown, they fixed a couple of stuff like even for like previous DLCs. That's good. That is good. That is nice. Duncan Fisher's Warhammer. The Warhammer DNC is now playable for Solaris Showdown owners. We've seen that one show up in the stores as well as in quick play, so it's a modified Warhammer. Definitely nice. The arena AI is now more active at the beginning of arena matches. I would say the arena AI close to you, from experience because we've played a couple of arena matches, the arena AI close to you is more active and engages, but there's always like 1 or 2 or 3 mechs in the arena, especially on the larger maps, in Timbuktu that just stand there facing the wall and humming a little song to themselves. So yes, but it seems like it's based on closeness to the player. Revised all arena mech availabilities to improve the variety of mechs encountered in arena matches. I can agree. That is, yep, you find all sorts of cool mechs in the arenas. Not enough big boy mechs yet, but we haven't been to the big boy mechs arenas yet, so that's to come for us at least. Arena adjudicators will now be more inclined to target only the player's lands when deployed. Okay. And fixed availability for the Thunderbolt 5 ST hero mech. That would be the top dog, so it will no longer be eligible to spawn as an arena opponent. Okay. Miscellaneous. Removed base aggro from treasure actor. Okay. Added vacuum biomes to warrior blacklist, so it won't spawn on procedure generated missions if there is no air for its rotors. What? Ah, of course. I see. If it's in a vacuum, it's not gonna spawn helos. Okay. Difficulty 0 failsafe scenario. Destroy a settlement that can spawn when a mission fails to generate may now be completed properly. Fixes bug where all target scan dialogue will play when triggering evac and infiltration mission. Okay. Improve collision on various objects in the Hoodoo Desert and Scrapyard biomes to reduce the chances of AI becoming stuck. Nice. That happened to me at the beginning of Call to Arms, for example. Like, literally the first bend, 2 mechs got stuck. Fixed an issue where allies in procedure-generated missions would use units picked from the enemy unit deck. Okay. Fixed an issue where enemy pilots would say component lost dialogue when they were actually destroyed. And fixed an issue where orders wouldn't carry over if the player switched mechs. Okay. Nice bunch of changes here. Hopefully this is not the first and only bug fix slash improvement slash balancing patch that they're adding, but there's a couple of good things in here. Definitely good that they're reacting fast. Let's hope they keep reacting fast and keep adding more content both towards Mechwarrior 5 Mercs and also to Mechwarrior 5 Clans, of course, as well. I'm going to be running a co-op 4-man group that's using heavily modded Mechwarrior 5 Mercs with the new DLC. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're just waiting for the important mods, like yet another Mech Lab, for example, to catch up and be ready and compatible to the new DLC. And then that is, of course, a series that's going to happen on the YouTube channel. If you want to hop into that series, just be there doing the recordings, and we'll, of course, go ahead and rotate people if we have too many people that want to join the lands. So if that's something for you, be there and we'll make something happen. What do you guys think of this first patch? What are your experiences so far with Shadow of Kerensky? Let me know in the video description. Thank you so much, supporters. Couldn't do it without you. If you want to join Team TTB, check out the join button right here on YouTube, super thanks button in the comment section, or of course the links to Patreon or the merch store listed in the video description.